Welcome to the Regal Eagle Report. I'm Lasia.
I'm Loveline.
I'm Noor.
And I'm Nikhil, and we are your co-hosts.
We are Team 2869, a diverse and inclusive team located at Bedford High School.
We're aiming for our podcast to be an outlet to interact with our team and collaborate on varied ideas and thoughts.
We are so excited to introduce our brand new series where we will be interviewing one team from each state.
Embark on our journey as you'll be aiming to hit every state, reaching our goal of 50.
For this week's episode, we will be interviewing the Gongoliers from Rhode Island.
So please introduce yourselves and your position on the team. We'll go first. So my name's
I'll start.
Okay, yeah, you start.
My name's Noor, and I'm the electrical lead, and I'm a senior.
My name's Loveline. I'm co-captain, and I'm a senior.
My name's Lasia. I'm a senior, and I'm fundraising lead.
I'm Nikhil. I am the CNC lead, and I'm a sophomore.
Okay, hi, I'm Layla. I'm from Team 512, the Gongoliers, and I am our team's brand manager and human player.
Hi, I'm Lily. I am Director of Media and Public Relations on the Gongoliers.
Perfect. Sorry for mispronouncing your team name.
Oh, no, it's okay.
Gongoliers?
Gongoliers. I love that.
Yeah.
I'll talk about it. So our first question is, how was your team founded? Like, what's its origin?
So, our story is way back when, in 2013, they were a group of students from our school that were in, I want to say, 2 FTC teams. And however, they found out about FRC and they came to our school's engineering teachers at the time. And they were really pushing like, oh, like we want an FRC team. Like, what can we do to do that? And eventually our engineering teachers were able to, create it. So on October 15th of 2013, the Gongoliers was created. And
we've been going ever since.
Yeah.
So do you guys have any story behind how you got your team name?
Yeah, so our team name is actually kind of funny. So for our team name, the mentors really went up to the founding team members and were like, just make the name creative and we'll approve anything. So at the start, they were using a lot of aluminum and titanium and trying to do something that kind of goes with our school. And then they were like, oh, let's think of something really creative. So they took one of our mentors' summer jobs is a gondolier in Providence. So they took the gondola part of that. And the other one's last name is Gongolesky. So they put it together and created the Gongoliers.
I like that.
And that's why we have the gondola
On
too.
the shirt.
So, it's the whole idea of it. And it's like the whole theme of everything.
That's so cute.
We wear like the gondola hats at the competition and all of that. Yeah.
That's so cute.
Yeah. I feel like one.
It's that
like the
boat.
boat.
Yeah. In like Venice, they do like the long boats. That's what it is. Yeah.
So like one of your mentors does that as a summer job.
Yeah.
Wait, is it in Rhode Island or they go to like...
In Rhode Island,
In
in
Rhode Island.
Providence, the capital of Rhode Island, obviously, is and they have the Providence River.
Yeah.
And they have water fires and stuff, and they have gondoliers on the boats. They take people for the rides and everything. So yeah.
That's really cool. That's like one of the most creative names so far.
Yeah. So how many number of years have you guys each been part of that?
So part of FRC, you said?
Yes.
I've been part of FRC since my freshman year, so I'm going on my 4th year right now. So because I'm a senior, so.
I've been going since freshman year also, but I'm a junior, so this is my 3rd year.
Have you guys done FTC by any chance?
So I did FLL in middle school, ever since 6th grade, and yeah, I came to high school. I had knowledge about our FRC team here, and I kind of went into it, and here I am.
No, I just joined straight from high school. My middle school didn't offer FLL or FTC, so.
So where is your school located? Like in a city or a small or big school district?
So our school is located in Foster, Gloucester, which is a region in Rhode Island. It's like multiple towns as a region.
It's deep in the woods.
You gotta look for it. Yeah.
So it's included.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we actually have this really great program at our school, and it's a pathway program where we have multiple. Sorry, we have multiple different kind of like
out of district.
Well, no, like the pathway.
Oh.
We have like classes and stuff.
Yeah, so we have different pathways that students can do if they want. That kind of goes into career paths.
And we allow out of district students, part of this program, to come to our school from different cities in Rhode Island and towns and all of that. And we have actually a lot of our team members are out of district from this program. And even though we are a small town, kind of in the middle of the woods, we have a lot of, students that go.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So, like, adding on to that, like, how many members are on your team?
I think we right now have 33 members on our team.
Same for us. Nice. Okay. So how has your team helped increase membership from like underclassmen or like other people from other school districts?
Yeah, so actually, for those who are in district or maybe not even in district, but I know students that we have FLL at our middle school, at Pontiac Middle School, and a lot of them are knowledgeable about our FRC team here. And we do a lot of our outreach, which I know we're going to be talking about later. We do a lot of our outreach with them, and we do a lot of involvement with them. So they know what they have when they come to high school. So a lot of them from the FLL teams are, naturally kind of like they flow into the FRC team here. And out of district students,
we do an open house at the beginning of the school year and kind of before the school year, as soon as all the freshmen come in and are oriented, and we allows them to see what the team is like and if they want to join. So we have like robot demonstrations there where we show what the robot is. We have people explaining what our team is and what we do. So it really shows what our team's about and kind of helps them see if they want to join.
Moving on to like fundraising and operations, how's your team gone through like the gaining process?
So when we gain sponsorship, we have our business manager, and we also have a sponsorship plan. So we have different levels of sponsorships that people can do. And we will send out emails to potential sponsors and hey, do you guys want to sponsor a team? And we will also offer them, like we'll go to their place of business and show them what our team is, and we'll show them what the robot's like.
So what are some fundraising initiatives your team has taken?
So fundraising is a little difficult in our school because of some of the rules that they have for fundraising. So our lead mentors decided to create a non-profit organization called the Greg. And a lot of stuff in our team is named Greg because both of our lead mentors' names are Greg. So we have like Greg's Miss, Greg's Giving, Gregoween, always just to incorporate it. And so we can do a lot of our fundraising through the Greg, which is very new because it just got created last year. And when we got and qualified to go to Worlds, we had to start a GoFundMe through the Greg. And we were able to, with a lot of help from other New England teams that got sent out, we were able to raise enough money for our team to go.
Yeah, like we have something very similar. Like we started a booster club too because our school has restrictions. So like, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, another question. Oh yeah, does your school like provide any funds to help you guys or not really?
Yeah. So as one of our sponsors and kind of one of our biggest sponsors is the Pontiac STEM Academy. So we do get a lot of money and stuff to help from the school.
Okay, so now coming to the robot. So how has your team's robot changed over the years?
So over the years, as many teams, did with everything that goes on, obviously we changed from tank drive to swerves. That's probably the biggest one. we really focus on, we try to incorporate simplicity when we are designing our robot, just to have better systems integrating together. And we're continuously working on design processes to make things a lot easier and efficient. This allows for fluid controls and not having to combine systems, or having to combine systems, I should say. And we recently got machinery and advanced machinery in our lab, and that really helps with, more creativity and being able to build on different ideas and having these ideas for our robot and being able to make them. For example, like polycarbonate, we've recently started using that more. We have a CNC machine, and that really allows us to really put our ideas into real life. So, yeah.
When did your team get the CNC? Like, was it shortly, like a while back or recently?
It was a couple years back, yeah. Yeah.
So, like, what new or different parts, like, did you add on to the robot besides swerve drive? Like, is there anything, like, special you guys want to talk about?
So, like I said, the polycarbonate given with our machinery is very helpful. Just being able, we have a lathe, we have our drill press, we have a milling machine. With all of that, we're able to, implement different things within our robot. So
coming back to outreach now, I know you guys said you're in a secluded area, but is your team or is your school directly affiliated with any other FLL or FTC teams?
So our school is affiliated with 5 out of the 30 FLL teams that are in Rhode Island. So we have 5 FLL teams down at the middle school, and they are the Stranger Bots, the Lego Lobsters, the Google Gigabytes, the Junior Gongoliers, and the Thunderbolts.
I actually founded the Stranger Bots. That was the FLL team that I was on. We created that name. So
yeah, on our team, they're the
past seniors.
Yeah, our seniors that graduated last year started the whole like FLL system in our whole district that led to us doing FRC as well. In the
nice.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
No, okay,
FRC was first. They started FLL, so now we have like FLL Challenge in our elementary schools as well.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
Things aren't that interesting.
It was
though.
Robo Eagles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys mentor these FLL teams as well?
We do mentor the FLL teams. We will send some of the students after school to go down to the middle school and help out with innovation projects, with design, and with coding, and anything they need, we will be there to help.
Is your middle school like really big? Because you mentioned you have 5 teams there, right? Because like our
What
middle
was that? Sorry, I didn't hear that.
Your middle school like really big? Because you mentioned you have 5 teams, so like is it?
I don't know how the middle school has changed since I've been there, but I know that they don't allow a lot of out-of-district students the way that we do. But I know that there are a couple, I think, but I don't think it's not.
I don't think it was big.
It's not that big. No. I mean, there are how many students on each team? I would say like maybe 10 or something.
I know that at the
5 teams in one middle school.
Yeah. A lot of the students are really involved in STEM at the middle school, so that's really great to have, fresh like underclassmen coming to high school with like that knowledge and everything, and being involved in STEM with the past history.
Yeah, so. At the beginning of the start of FLL, there's 60 kids that can join, and then those 60 get split off into the 5 teams.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah, we thought it was like 60
we have like
each.
one big team.
Yeah, like one big team.
Yeah.
Nice.
So what are some major outreach initiatives you've taken, any local or international?
So we have 2 main types of outreach. We have community and STEM-based outreach. So for a lot of the STEM that involves, we also have levels of outreach too. We have primary, secondary, and 3rd level. So a lot of our primary events are STEM-based. We host an annual Women in STEM event at the middle school to help young girls get involved and see what they can do in STEM. We also held an FLL kickoff with another FTC team to help prepare mentors and upcoming teams on what to expect for FLL. We also do an FLL district event at the high school. So
we host that here.
We host that
every year. Yeah.
And we volunteer as jobs. So we'll be refs or we'll be the MC and DJs, and we'll do anything that they need. And for our community, we do food bank support, as well as after the pandemic, a lot of volunteerism in our communities went down. So especially in cross country, because at our school, we have the course that is held for a lot of district events. And also when it comes through the rotation, we hold New England's at our high school. So we as a team saw this and decided to, and knew that we needed to do outreach and volunteer with the cross country team, because a lot of cross country runners are also on the Gongoliers. So we do things from, we were in the PA booth, so we were doing the announcements, and we also have people that are the trail bikes and finish line holders, and we work concessions. And we also do this in association with the Rhode Island Interscholastic League.
And we set the whole thing up, we take the whole thing down, and we do it every year, and we love it.
Yeah.
Oh, so nice. Have you guys done anything internationally, or not really touched base with that yet?
I don't think we've reached that yet.
No, we've been trying to do a lot of local and stuff in Rhode Island. Like we went to the base.
Yep, we went to the Rhode Island Air National Base.
And we were also invited to speak about our team structure at forgot the name. What was it? RoboCon.
Oh yeah.
That just slipped my mind. But yeah, we spoke there at RoboCon, and we've just been trying to do a lot of stuff in our community.
RoboCon like VidCon and
like Comic-Con.
like it's like I've never
It's
heard
like a
of RoboCon.
convention. That's what we mean.
Yeah, it's a robot convention.
Yeah.
That's really cool. Yeah.
Wait, how many teams you guys have in like the Rhode Island area? Is it a lot?
No, we do.
6?
Oh, you mean
FRC.
You mean FRC teams? I thought you were talking about FLL. FRC team.
No, we don't.
We don't. I think, how many do we have?
4 or 5 teams in Rhode Island.
4?
4 or 5 teams in Rhode Island.
So,
Oh my God.
do you guys all together host a RoboCon? Or is it just like,
Or is it somewhere like out of state?
RoboCon is somewhere out of state.
Oh, never mind. Got it. That's really nice. Do
We
you
were
guys
just able to showcase our team there and
okay.
speak there. Yeah.
Okay. Do you guys like work with the other teams in Rhode Island, like meet up or things like collaborate?
What was that?
Like, do you guys collaborate with teams on Rhode Island? Cause
Yeah,
like,
we actually had we had the Rambots. They came and we worked with them a lot. We worked with
we contacted them to go and
Oh,
yeah, we work with them a lot. They came, I remember last spring,
Last spring they came.
Yeah. And
then there was another team that recently just came in for help with their robot too.
Nice.
Your funny story.
oh, no.
She had a funny story.
No, because I heard the Rambots, I was like, oh, that sounds familiar. We have a Rambots in New York City. We were sending them an invoice for our event, Regal Eagle Rampage, and we accidentally sent the Rhode Island Rambots.
oh, that's funny. No, that is funny.
Okay.
I
Okay.
think
So you guys won the Impact Award. So first of all, congrats.
Thank you.
So what year did you guys win that award?
So we've won the award twice now. We've won it in 2023 and just last year in 2024.
Okay, yeah, it's nice. So what initiatives do you guys really think like really helped you guys win that award?
I think everybody, each team member working together and, sorry.
Renters in the back.
Working just as a team as a whole, and our impact team they did a great job preparing themselves for the presentations. They did a great job being able to portray this at the competitions and putting everything together. And just our overall, with everything in our outreach and everything like that, we were just able to just put everything together. And our impact team, again, they just did a great job.
They were incredible.
They work very hard to make sure everything is perfect. They get a lot of practice, and yeah.
Like, how many regionals do you guys do regionals or like districts?
We do districts.
We have the Rhode Island district event. Well, yeah, that's district. Yep. Yeah, we do districts. Sorry.
So of course you guys went to Worlds. So how was your experience? Like, biggest takeaway, like best moment, anything?
So it was our first time going to Worlds, as not just like me personally, my first time, but it was like our entire team's first time. So
it was incredible.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
One thing that I think about a lot is that one of our lead mentors, you've probably seen the buttons. It's the I Heart Brad buttons. He's our mentor, Brad. And he's actually one of the students on, like I said, the origin story, one of the FTC teams. He was one of those students that were pushing our engineering teachers to make the FRC team. And he's now one of our lead mentors. And I just think just being able to experience that with him, because it was his first time being at Worlds too, is just really amazing. And just everything about it was just awesome.
I also think it really, going, because we went out of New Hampshire to get to Houston. So just being there as a team at 7 a.m, and then
just traveling together
and experiencing all of Worlds and the hotels and the trips and every single moment that we had. It was I think it really just made our team a lot closer, and it kind of just showed that we are a family, and it was just so much fun.
Everything, I think biggest takeaway for me personally, because I'm on drive team, so I was able to see everything firsthand, was just seeing all these teams that since freshman year we would see on the screens and all that, and be oh my god, that team's so cool, and seeing them right in front of us, and it's just oh my gosh, I'm here right now, this is amazing. You know?
It was definitely a surreal moment. You're when you're talking to teams from Turkey and all over the place.
Absolutely.
And you're just am I actually here talking to them right now? And you're just
And one thing I really love about just FIRST in general and about its inclusivity is that obviously we're from a pretty small town. So we're
small state.
Yeah, we're small town in the smallest state. So we're so used to seeing what we're used to. And I think that our team members, just doing all of this and seeing so many different things. And I think definitely the international teams and stuff, is just awesome to be able to network with them. And that was probably also one of my favorite things.
Mm-hmm. How was it presenting Impact at Worlds for you guys?
We didn't.
I'm not on the Impact team, and neither is Lily. But
we did not present Impact at Worlds. But it was. If we did, it would have been crazy. It would have been. But that definitely would have been.
No, it would have. That also would have been surreal.
Yeah.
But our Impact team does such a great job. They would have prepared so well for it.
Even just being able to talk to judges at Worlds that came by our pits, it was
absolutely.
You're standing there and you're just oh wow, you're
you're here right now.
You're talking to a judge at Worlds, it was just crazy.
What initially sparked interest for each of you guys for robotics?
So like I said before, I did FLL in middle school, and my mom kind of not pushed me to do it, but she was oh, hey, they have this robotics team at your middle school, you should, try it out. And I was I don't really know, maybe I will, maybe I won't. I ended up going, I ended up loving it. and I went to an FLL competition in seventh grade for the first time, and I loved it so much. But then COVID happened, and it kind of like, obviously I wasn't going to the FLL. We didn't really do much from there. Like, it was like crazy times. But then I come to high school and I see that we have an FRC team. And my mom's like, oh, hey, like, remember the FLL team you did? Like, maybe try this out. This is more like, instead of Legos, like, you're gonna be doing like big things, you know what I mean? And so I did it. And then I was, like I said, with the FLL team, I was kind of like unsure at first. And then, you know, I'm seeing the team and like the upperclassmen and how everything works together and how each person has like a role to play in the team. And I just loved it since then. First competition I went to freshman year, like, changed my life forever. I was like, I love this so much. I'm going to do this. So yeah, shout out to my mom.
So I'm an out of district student, so I didn't go to the middle school, and my middle school didn't offer FLL. So, but my mom is one of the mentors for the FLL, so I've been seeing it through her. And I went to an FLL competition, and I was young, and I was like, oh, this is okay. And then my sister joined the FRC team here, and she really liked it, and she was like, Lily, you have to do this, like, you're gonna have such a great time. And I was very, very hesitant. I was full on saying no. I was like, I don't want to do it. This isn't for me. And over the summer I went to a meeting just to see what it was like, just to make up my mind if I was going to or not. And that meeting definitely changed a lot, because I realized that I was totally wrong, and that I actually really enjoy robotics, and I think I would have a really great time. And it also led me to come to this school as an out-of-district student. And, you know, it was really that meeting that made me see that our team is, like, as we said, a family. And it was super fun. It was interactive, and like Layla said,
you just have something to do. Everybody has something to do, no matter what it is. Every minute, people are working together. People are working on something. Like, just you're always doing something.
Yeah, you're always having a good time too. Like, there's been meetings where, like, Layla and I look at each other and we just like
we're just like, oh, like we need a second.
We'll just laugh, and, you know, we'll salsa dance at some points. Like, we will do anything, and it's just so fun, and everybody's laughing, and it's just really, really, really good.
I love that.
So have any alumni within your team pursued higher education within STEM related fields?
Yeah, so a lot of our alumni were also in our school's engineering program and computer science, so they were already in STEM. And probably about 75% of our alumni went into STEM-based fields for jobs. A lot of them went into aerospace, engineering, and I think one of them is at FM Think Tank for programming. So, you know, and a lot of them are willing to come back and help us mentor and be willing to support us and help us with, like, coding and designing the robots, and anywhere from impact to media to design and technical. Like, we have a lot of support.
Absolutely.
Nice. So those are all the questions from our team for now. Do you guys have anything you want to ask us, like from robot, outreach, anything?
Definitely. So what do you guys do for outreach for your team?
We do a lot. So one of our biggest outreach initiatives that we started, I think, about 3 years ago is called First Together. So one of the main things our team likes to focus on is collaborating with other teams, because in New York, in Long Island, where we are, there's a lot of FRC teams and FLL teams. So basically, we wanted to make an initiative where we could get our whole community together, especially our first community and do community service events with them. So each month or every 2 months, we try to host like a beach cleanup, a car wash, or any sort of community initiative that we can all come together and do together. And it's also really great for us because a lot of our closest friends are from other FRC teams. So it's kind of like team bonding, but also like networking with other teams. And then also we kind of like your guys's event that you guys were talking about, we host Regal Eagle Rampage. So we also have roles there where we like MC, we do like catering and everything like that, and we make the entire field out of wood. So it's like a week 0 event. So we make the entire field out of wood. We assemble it.
Yeah, we also assemble it, take it apart, all that.
Yeah.
Together. It's like a huge team bonding experience, and we invite teams from all across New York, and we love doing it. It's my favorite event of the year.
Nice.
Yeah, it's really fun.
We do a lot of like international outreach as well. One thing we started is STEM Kits initiative. So last year, like a lot of our team members were going on like trips like to like international countries. So we sent them with like a STEM kit, and we were like, oh, like can I like distribute it there, because most of them went to go see their family. So one of our team members like went there. They taught like a week-long lesson to like an all-girls school and an a co-ed school, and then like taught them about STEM using like basic Bristle bots, which are like STEM kit activity things. And then so we've donated, I think, to like so far 8 countries or something around there.
Yeah, and we also like do a lot of our international outreach by partnering with organizations internationally. So like Develop Africa is one organization that we partnered up with last year. We sent STEM kits to an underserved area there in Africa under their organization. And then we also like to raise funds through First Together with our entire community and create mini grants for underfunded teams across the world. So like Romania, Mexico,
I think
we did one in Jamaica.
A couple more.
I can't remember them off the top of my head.
Yeah.
That's really
that's
really
great.
impressive.
Yeah.
We do,
but like we're First Together.
We're very like outreach heavy, and also
of course Robo heavy as well.
Yeah,
but outreach,
right.
Outreach does it for us every year. Like we all do with outreach.
Yeah.
So like for First Together, for example, like one of the teams we contacted on our podcast. What are their name again?
I don't know.
Oh, the Rockets from Alabama. So they were like really interested, and they wanted to start their own branch. So I know you guys like, of course, like you guys are staying community based, but if you guys ever want to expand and join together, you can start your own branch, and we can help you guys.
Absolutely.
When we went to World, we
so we actually my mom that I mentioned before, she came with us, and while I was in the middle of a match or something, I'm getting a text from her, and it's like, oh my gosh, like Layla, like come upstairs, like they have this whole thing with the FLL teams, and there's this team from Morocco, and I'm Moroccan, I'm half Moroccan, right? And my mom was like, you have to come see this, and I went there, and Lily came with me, and my mom's like talking to them, and we're talking with them, and they came like obviously from Morocco to come to Houston for the World Championship. And it was so cool, and something we definitely, unfortunately we weren't able to do it this year, but something we definitely want to do. Actually, no, I went this summer to Morocco, and I met up with their lead mentor with my mom, and we gave them our business plan documents, our team outreach documents, and we gave them some pins, and just to just to have that network and connection. We never really pursued anything within that, unfortunately, but we really do want to plan on doing more international things and branching out from just our community. So that's like a really funny story I like to say, but yeah.
I love that.
I think it's like
so cool.
hard to get into doing international outreach, but like once you start like doing it, it's more easier to like get those connections and like start more and more.
Absolutely. And I think that would really definitely heavily benefit our team.
Yeah.
Because we would just do so great with it, and that's definitely something we really want to get into in the future.
Yeah.
When you guys were talking about going to Worlds, it reminded me of my first time going to Worlds, and I just like it was so surreal seeing. I remember I was a freshman the first time I went to Worlds. So I remember just like walking into the
Pits?
the yeah
Oh.
no like, I like walked through the gates
convention
and I
center.
saw the huge row of bleachers, and I was and I.
Oh my gosh. And like the multiple screens and
Yeah.
field was like insane.
I remember we were in, I forgot what division we were in, but I think daily
I
we were
think
in.
we've always been
Okay,
to.
yeah.
I think we've always been daily. So I was sitting in the bleachers on daily, and I looked to this side, so many people. I looked to the other side, so many
Yes.
people.
I was actually going through like pictures on my phone the other day, and I got to like all the pictures from when we were at Worlds, and I had like this video that I took like of just like panning across the room when it was like the final match.
Yeah.
And it was like once
Same.
I looked back at it, I was like, oh my gosh, like that's so
Yeah.
many people. Like all of these people, like hundreds, like just so many, like probably more than hundreds, like so many people, like they're all on a robotics team. Like they're all part of FIRST, and like
It's just crazy.
they're from all over the world, and it's just like sometimes I'm just like, oh, like we're the Gongoliers, like we're from this like little town, blah blah blah. But it's just like no, like we're part of FIRST. Like that's insane. You know?
It was really surreal when we had people like come up to us and they're like, oh,
Yeah, and they
wow,
like recognized us, and we were just like, oh, like it was humbling, but like in the best way possible.
Yeah.
I think my favorite part last year, because last year we started our podcast and we interviewed a bunch of teams, and then we went to Worlds, and I just remember like seeing a bunch of the teams
Oh,
we
yeah, and, like,
interviewed
meeting
like
them,
in
and then-
person.
yeah.
It was surreal. Like obviously we see you guys
Like we see you guys
on
through a
Zoom.
screen, and then now
We're
we're
like-
like seeing you guys as a person.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. And I love, I remember also my freshman year, I went up to the FTC teams with a couple of my friends, and there was like this one team, they were called like the Almond team, and I just remember becoming like best friends with them, and then I never saw them again.
Oh no, there's like so many teams.
Yeah.
So it was just like throughout like the days like we've been at Worlds, like every day at the competition, like we'd go see like this one team, and we did it a lot with the FLL teams. We would go see the kids, and then the next day we'd go see them again, and it's just like
There
I
was
want to see them again.
there was this one team that was like across from our pits, and we would. Layla
Oh
and
my
I
gosh,
would go up-
where were they from?
They were from New York.
They were from New York.
Yeah.
I forget the name. They
were-
were like, oh no,
No,
they
it
were like
starts
maroon.
with they were
Wait, can I try to find the picture?
Was it the Pobots? It has,
No, I don't know.
They were from.
was it Robo Tigers?
They
Name
were
all.
from the Bronx,
Oh,
and they were like maroon.
let me search.
FE Maidens? FE Maidens?
Well, they didn't make it
Cyclones.
Worlds. They didn't
Wait,
make it
what was
Worlds.
that? What was the Bronx Science team?
Bronx
Pull up the picture. Pull up the
Oh,
picture.
I
Their
have the
banner was
picture.
like in the back. Sorry guys, this is
I
like
wanna
a
go
skip
now.
right now.
This is like they were our favorite team. At like totally favorite team.
Because like Lily,
Yellow.
what were you gonna say?
What color are
What
they?
color were they?
It's like maroon and
Robo Gym?
oh, wait, no,
We
it's
played
maroon and white. What do their shirts say?
It's like Austining Engineering.
Austining. They won engineering inspiration, the regional we went
won
to.
Impact,
Yeah, the
yeah.
regional.
Yeah.
No, so they
They-
were the pits across from us, and like Lily said before, like
Oh.
me and Lily like will salsa dance just like for fun, like
And
totally
they
random.
had salsa music
Yeah.
every single day.
And so me and Lily were like, oh my gosh, like look, it's like salsa music.
So we would go over every single day. We'd be like,
and they'd be
hey,
like, hey, like nice music, guys. And
cute.
on the last day, they actually taught us how to properly salsa dance.
It
And
was-
it was like
it was
it was a full circle moment.
it was so funny because we were just like, because we went up talking, we were like, oh no, we know how to salsa dance.
Yeah.
Like
and we saw them every day. Oh my gosh, I miss them.
they were really fun.
I miss
They
them.
were
great.
They were really
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
I miss Worlds. It's like one of the best experiences I think I'll ever have in my entire life.
No, I agree. I agree. And it's just like so many things.
So many
of
funny
me-
things happened.
No,
though.
I know, but like so many things of me being a part of FIRST and like in robotics in general, just like brought so much like cool experience that I probably would have never had if I told my mom like, no, I'm not doing
Yeah.
that, or if I've never joined a team or whatever happened. And I think about it a lot, and it's just like there are kids at our school that aren't experiencing these
Yeah.
things because they're like, oh, I'm not on the robotics team, or I don't want to do that, and that kind of thing. And it's just like you don't understand, like
Mm.
like there's so much to it. Like it's so much more than just being like building robots and this and that.
Yeah.
Like,
Because at our school, it's like the robotics team. Oh, they're nerds.
No,
exactly.
And we're just like, no, it's not. And
like Lily and I, we also do sports.
Yeah.
So we're like also a part of another team, but like this just like makes the most sense, and we get so much more out of it. And like it's so hard to explain that to other people who don't understand. They're just like oh, you're part of the robotics team. Yeah, no, not even that. It's just like, oh, you're on the robotics team. I'm just like, you don't get it.
Yeah.
Like
You get it.
go
You
to a competition.
Yeah.
Just go to literally any competition, and you'll understand.
I think
It's just the whole community that really just makes it so much more enjoyable. And it's just the fact that every team is completely different, but at the same time, we're like so much alike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like another part about like going back to Worlds, but another part like for us was like now we have so many funny moments that we can go back to.
Exactly.
Like even not just from Worlds, but like from the plane. Like you never realize what people like what your team members will look like at 3 a.m. until you've gone to like the
it just brings us closer as friends, as teammates, as
like we have
robotics team members, as students, classmates and stuff. And it's just like it's just so cool.
Like
I don't even know.
The other day I was like just scrolling and Layla and I vlogged the whole trip.
We never posted the videos though, but we vlogged our entire trip to
and
Worlds.
I was watching it and I was like there was funny parts and I was dying laughing watching it and I was like, did this like actually happen? Like
it felt like a fever dream. Like,
it really was.
Happen.
It was really, really funny.
But yeah.
We usually like go I know Worlds is like, what is it, 3 days or 4 days?
I think it's 4.
Yeah.
It's 4 days, so we usually go for like a whole week. So we go for 7 days and we do a bunch of like off-field activities with our team. And it's like we're like a family now. Like it's so surreal.
Literally, I know. It's just because even before Worlds, our team members were just really close, like within robotics and also outside. And I think experiencing the traveling and all of that and just the whole World's experience and just how far we've come just like brought us like way closer together. And I feel like that's so important with any team for that matter, not just robotics, but just any team. And it's just having your team members and like whatever, just being close with each other and knowing each other and how each other works helps a lot with not just like going through like, oh, like competition, like, oh, I'm scared, that thing, but just being able to understand how people work, to collaborate with them, being able to understand where they're coming from. And it helps a lot with our process to go and be successful at competitions.
I agree. It's like, no, your team, we've interviewed like so many teams, but I feel like your team is like the closest resemblance to like how our team functions.
Because you guys, like the way that you guys are talking with each other, the way you're talking with us, and just like how you're portraying your team is just, it sounds really similar. So that's why I said like a lot of teams are different, but I feel like we're all similar.
We're all the same.
Like shared experience.
Because like I feel like we've been friends since like before we joined robotics, so we were already close. But then I joined sophomore year because of her. Because all my friends are in robotics, and I was like, okay, I feel left out now. Like I want to join, so I joined, and I'm so grateful I joined because
I know, like my friends, like I said, like COVID happened and stuff, and then I came to high school, and I was kind of like iffy on joining and stuff, but my friends were like, oh, like, let's just go to the first meeting and whatever. And then I'm so glad that I did it with them and they're still here on the team with me. And it's just so cool to see how much we've grown since then.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm so glad I joined because I met Layla through robotics and we're so in sync now. Like it's
two peas in a pod.
2 peas in a pod. And then everybody, like I've met so many people through the team, even like through our teammates, but just even at competitions. Like I have so many friends from.
We have Aces, we have Buzz, we have
Cyber Knights, like any single
Bobcats, just like,
and we'll go up to them and they'll be like, oh my gosh, hey, and we're like, hey, and you just like
it's like you never stopped talking to them since like last year, you know, like you just pick up where you left off, and it's just so nice to have that community.
And it's and you feel like you've known them for like forever, and then like you guys are like best friends. Yeah, and it's just crazy.
I know.
And I feel like just like the journey of it, like the first time I went was I was a 10th grader, so I wasn't a senior, so I wasn't part of the drive team or anything. I was just like enjoying and experiencing Worlds. But I remember last year was my first year, like people would be texting me like, come to the pit, we need you, like just like experiencing the growth of like being someone who wasn't really involved in it but still went to Worlds. But then next year you're so involved and like you'd be in the bleachers at one point, someone would be calling you like, we need you in the pit, hurry up.
Exactly.
It's so fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was at Worlds. I was told by one of my mentors. She was like, "All right, we might need you. You might need to be sprinting through the Worlds, just grabbing batteries and going." Like we were at a point where it was like, and I was like, "Oh, okay." And he was like, "No, you'll be good. We're gonna text you if you need you." And he was like, "You got to be there, ready to run." And I was like, "Okay, I got it."
Yeah.
If we both our teams get the chance to go to Worlds this year, you guys definitely need to teach us how to salsa dance.
Oh, we got you. We got to call up. What was their name? Austin.
Yeah, we're gonna call.
We'll have a whole thing. Oh my goodness.
We should all like meet up and
just
all right, that would be so fun.
That would be so funny.
No, I would love that.
And they were good too. Like
no, they actually
like
I think they said that they like grew up like salsa dance or something. It's just like we have no idea what we're doing.
We're just like we did it in the lab in a corner.
We did it in a corner because we were stressed.
And they were like, no, you're doing great. And we learned salsa, and then we learned another one.
Oh, don't even ask me what it was called.
It was another one, and we were just like. And then I went home when we flew home, and my parents were like, "Oh, what happened at Worlds?"
I learned how to salsa.
I learned how to salsa dance, and they were like,
robotics related question.
No, but they were like they were shocked that I like came out of like my shell and were like able to like complete strangers that I've never even met.
I think this goes back to my thing about like the first community in general. It's just like even though they're complete strangers, you just feel like you know them.
They're not
like
strangers.
I feel like they're strangers. Like it feels
like I've never seen you before, but like I'm one of you.
Yeah.
Like
we're connected.
We are connected in one way or another. So like I'm not gonna like walk past you and not acknowledge you. Like I'll be like, oh my gosh, like hey, like how are you doing? You know?
Like everybody knows everybody.
Exactly.
I feel like my 9th grade self would never even think interacting this way with like someone I've never met before. It would have been like
it would have just been like, oh, like they're not talking to me, so like I'm just gonna walk past them. Like no, like I'm talking to everybody. Like I'm like, oh, like I'll see you tomorrow. Like oh, like this, that, the other thing, and it's just so nice to have that.
And I feel like you're worried that they're like. I think we've been at a point where I'm like, I think they're definitely annoyed with us, but I don't care because we're just showing up.
Because I don't think anybody like we would think that because that's just like our natural instinct. Like at school that's what you're thinking and stuff. But like that's another thing that I love about just robotics in general. It's just like everybody has like the same energy.
Yeah, I agree.
And I just love that.
Yeah, like this right now.
Like
exactly.
Even when you have like you seem like a team that's like down or something. Like you'll go over and be like, okay, tell me your problems. Like I'm here for you.
I see what's going on. Like talk to me. Like I got you.
Literally.
No, but.
Yeah, but like I remember like we would just go up to like random teams and we would just be like, oh, like I love your costume, or like we'd see crazy outfits. I'd be like, oh my god, like
there was this one time. I think what was it at?
Right next to
it at Hartford?
It was at Hartford.
There was this team.
Was it the Ticks?
No, it wasn't the Ticks. It was this team of girls. They were in the pits right across. I forget their name. And they had this speaker. You know what I'm talking about?
They had this
speaker, and they were playing music. And me and Lily would be dancing, we'd be singing, and then they'd be like, work on the robot, stuff like that, like whatever. And then once their robot goes out to the match, their pit crew would be with us, and we'd be like chatting it up. Like I literally connected my phone to their speaker at one point because they had to leave, and they're like, "Oh, can you play the music for us?" And I was like, "I got you."
And so we were across pits dancing, and everybody was like walking around us, and they were like, oh.
And they were kind of like looking at us at first, but then like once I realized that people were doing that, I was like, okay, I gotta rope these people walking by like into this kind of vibe, you know? So people would be walking by, and I'd be like, bro, like bust a move, and like it was just funny.
I remember we do like off-season events. So we had an off-season event in New York City, and our team was the only team with a speaker. And we were blasting music like mindlessly, not even thinking about the other teams. And it was so we weren't even embarrassed.
No one joined us, but it's fine.
Yeah, but
we had our own
vibing with it.
Trust, we would have. Like,
We would have found the music and
we
then
would have like heard it from like a distance and like locate it, and then we'd find it and we're like, you guys.
We're like a team that like plays music at like 7 a.m. on the bus as well. Like we'd be like so
Don't
like
even get us started on the bus ride.
Oh, the bus rides.
Oh
are-
my goodness.
The funny thing is, like, we switch moods so fast. Like, everybody, because we have to get on the bus at 6:30 to go where we're going. So we're bright and early. Everybody is blankets, hoodies, on the bus sleeping.
So that's on our way there. So
On
on
the
our way
way-
there, we're like calm and sleepy. On our way home, oh my goodness.
Oh, it's crazy.
We have like whole party. I bring my speaker, like everybody's singing, like, oh, we're so loud. We are genuinely so loud. There's some kids in the like front of the bus that are trying to sleep and stuff, and
you can't see.
they gotta get their
because
noise canceling headphones.
We're all rocking.
always someone who's trying to sleep.
When we
and
went
we're
to,
like,
like,
no,
the-
you're not sleeping.
Yeah, like when we went to the city, like our mentor,
He got so mad at us. He was
he's like, "I'm sleeping. Please shut that off." And then we put it on low. Oh my god.
No, but I totally get that.
Yeah, I think one of our mentors came back to the bus with us, and Brad was singing.
Oh,
And
this is what I love about.
was
He would sit in the back of the bus with us.
Yeah.
Like he'd be asking us, "Oh, play this song, play that song."
he was getting into it, and we were
Yeah.
all just.
It's a great time because then we're all hyped for the next day, and it's just it really sets a good mood for the rest of the competition weekend.
Yeah, just, like the environment, I agree. Like
100%.
it's so great. Like
100%.
eating dinners or like just like
Yeah.
working in the lab and like so many funny moments. Just it's so
Absolutely. Like all the inside jokes, just like having those people with you, and then it's just like I said before, like I genuinely feel bad sometimes for the kids that can't experience this.
Yeah.
Because they're not able to, but it's just because they get the wrong idea, like, oh, like
I don't want to try. Yeah.
nerds, like I don't want to do that, like blah blah blah. But like it's just so much more than that. Like genuinely, like
I want to walk them through a day in our life and like
literally, but like
exactly.
they just need to like.
I think a lot of people. I think the meetings are, even though the meetings are fun, you don't get the true idea of robotics
Until you
until you
go
go to
to
a
a
competition.
competition.
And
I preach this so much. Like underclassmen or like freshmen that we have right now,
we tell
and
them,
they're like, not that they're hesitant about continuing with the team or anything, but it's like the same old thing. Like, oh, I gotta come to the meeting and do this.
we're just
from
like
4
wait.
to this time, and it's just like, trust me. it's
Just
gonna
wait.
be-
Yeah, just
It's
wait till we get there.
worth this.
Worth the wait.
Once you go to a competition and you experience the competition, your life will change.
at
Genuinely.
our district like final event, which we call DCMP. I was in an ongoing cornhole battle with like 3 teams, and it's just like I'm like no, I'm telling the freshmen like, no guys, you have to wait, like we do so much stuff, like and I'm still in the battle, and one of them is the Rambots, and we're like all right, next year we're ready because we're coming back. And it's
One of my favorite moments from DCMP this past competition season was we had a few matches in between our next match. So, and I'm on drive team, I'm the human player, and so the driver of our team and I were just kind of sitting, and at DCMP there was like this like splash paint station or something, and you just like throw paint at a canvas. And I was telling him, I was like, come on, let's go do this. And he's like, no, like, I don't want to. Like, I just want to relax before our next match, like, blah, blah, blah. And I was just like, please, let's just go do it. And we did. And it was like the funniest thing ever. And he had such a great time. And I was like, see, I told you. And it's just like, it was just so funny. And we still have our paintings.
Yeah.
So.
So cute.
That's so cute.
I think my freshman year we did caricatures, and
Oh
they
my
were so funny. Like I was getting mine done with 3 people, and one of my friends was like, I don't want one. And we were like, no, you have to do it. And then the guy drew him as a chicken. We still
have it in our lab. We have it hung up in our lab.
And it's just like without these moments, you need them. And that's
Yeah. But yeah.
This was fun.
Wrap it up.
I think this is
Any
another
other last minute.
Yeah. That's a wrap. All right. Anything else you guys need to ask or anything?
No, this
No.
is my favorite podcast
Yeah, I
episode
agree.
by far.
This was our first podcast
That's our
episode, and it's
first.
already my favorite.
Everyone's just always so like, oh, just answering the questions.
Yeah.
Like
We got through that part.
Yeah.
We got
And then, yeah.
we hit all those checkpoints, and now it's just coming natural. And I
Yeah.
feel like that's what makes it better, you know.
Definitely.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for coming on, and
Thank you for inviting us.
Yeah, thank you.
hopefully see you guys at Worlds.
Hopefully,
Hopefully, yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
In the corner
And
with
we'll
the
be in
salsa.
touch. We'll be in touch.
yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
Definitely. Okay, thank you
Absolutely.
guys for joining.
Bye.
Thank you so much. Bye, guys.
Bye.